Hey everybody, I'm Sean Cummings with my wife Cathy from Vito's. Today we're making Italian food. She's actually going to teach us how to make a basic red sauce and we'll toss it with some pasta. Now, I'm going to actually stay out of this and I'm going to be her assistant today.
I like that.
I'm peeling more garlic because she asked for 2 tablespoons and it'll never be enough. So, take it away, love.
Okay, we're going to start with just about a tablespoon of olive oil, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan.
Just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
And now just let me tell you this, don't be afraid to make this because it's actually very simple. You don't have to use the jar of tomato sauce.
Okay, can I tell a story?
Of course,
Okay.
I know you were going to.
So, when Cathy and I first got married, one of her relatives was coming down to Oklahoma to come see us. And I had some jarred tomato sauce in the cabinet because I didn't realize that it was a mortal sin. I really didn't know. She literally grabs the thing and threw it away and she goes, do you know how humiliating this would be if somebody in my family saw jarred sauce in there? Because I'm a true believer, if you're in a hurry, use some jarred sauce, throw in a little extra garlic, some parsley, and whatever you feel like you need to do, here you go, to make it actually taste better.
Oh, those are big.
I'm just giving you what I got, man. That looks awesome.
Okay, we chopped an onion and diced it really fine, or supposed to have, and then we're just gonna saute it a little bit till the onions are kind of translucent.
Now, did you notice she just dogged me on the onion chopping that I did earlier? It's a subtle dig, just a little. This is the married part. Just,
They're supposed
go ahead.
to be finely chopped. Well, let me tell you why, because you know, my brother Chuck does not like onions in his tomato sauce.
Chuck doesn't like onions.
No, so my mom would strain them out for him.
Really?
Yes. I swear to God.
You know, my parents did. They put food on the table for 11, and if you didn't like it, you didn't have to eat. It was real simple. But I love the fact that your mom was treating.
So I got a tablespoon of garlic. After our onions get a little
translucent. This is not a
translucent.
tablespoon. It's 3 tablespoons of garlic. I'm going to be quiet.
I like garlic, and you can use as much as you want. So if you want extra, go ahead. And then when you start to kind of smell the garlic, it has that really nice aroma.
It is. It's great.
That's when you can add the rest of your stuff.
Okay, now what's your favorite kind of pasta to actually cook with? And I actually mean this as a
I
serious
really like
question,
masticholi.
I love these.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
These are the kind that Rocco's mom was rolling downstairs while he was upstairs flirting with the girls.
Oh,
That's
okay,
that
that's
one.
funny. Okay, so we're going to take a can of Hunt's tomato sauce, and we're going to add that. Just make sure you don't get splashed because it's kind of
She's got a
splattering.
white jacket on.
A
It's
white jacket on.
really why she's concerned.
And then we're going to add a can of crushed tomatoes or diced tomatoes.
And can I
either
use
one.
something other than Hunt's? It's important.
No. Well, you could use Contadina. It's another one, but it has to be.
Only the 2.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
brought something else home one day. It didn't work out well for me.
And what we're going to do is just bring this to a boil.
Low boil, high boil.
Bring it to a high boil.
Okay, what ends up happening
And then we're going to turn it way down.
to people that are not Italian, you bring it to too high of a boil, there's a lot of sugar in tomatoes, and it burns on the bottom. So you got to
Well, you got to keep stirring it.
All right.
Keep stirring.
Do you want to take a couple minutes and
And
bring it
we'll
to
take a couple minutes and we'll bring it to a boil and then we'll come back and add the rest of our stuff.
See you in a minute. I love cooking Italian food with her.
Hey guys, we're back and we're making my tomato sauce. Actually, I'll call it sugo, but we'll call it tomato sauce for now. Sugo. And we have it, it's at a rolling boil. Now, the one thing you have to remember is if you're gonna let this sit on the stove and boil it, you have to constantly stir it, okay? Because otherwise it will stick to the bottom. And then if it burns on the bottom and you try and stir it, your sauce tastes burnt. So, yeah. Okay, so I've got about, a teaspoon of black pepper. We're gonna throw in the top. And I don't usually use salt, just to let you know, but some people like salt. If you wanna add just a little bit, go ahead, but are you saying something behind my back?
Nothing wrong.
And then I've got about a cup of fresh basil, and I have about a half a cup of fresh flat leaf parsley and chopped them both. Okay, at this point, I turn it off. And so I'm gonna stir it in, and wait, honey, hold on a second.
I have a funny
and then
story.
I add to this probably about 1/4 of a cup of sugar to this. And the reason I do that is because sometimes the tomatoes and the canned tomatoes taste a little bit bitter. So this kind of cuts that bitterness, just a little bit.
Couple of things. Now, I worked for a pretty famous Italian restaurant when I was younger. And here's the thing, if you make
You don't want it
sugo,
too sweet.
don't ever try to compare it to the best sugo ever, because whoever the Italian in the room is, their mother made the best sugo
Right.
ever.
Never
And you don't ever want to insult her,
say,
it doesn't
well,
turn
my
out
mom's
well.
is the best.
Right. But just make it, and really and truly, some people put basil in early, basiliago, and they put it in early, and some put it in later.
Right.
You get more flavor out of it later because it doesn't cook out.
Exactly. So we're gonna do a little pasta.
Let's do it. Switch out pans. Let me go right over here. Let's get a little heat under this bad boy. I'm gonna help out over here. There you go. And let me find you something to ladle that with. How was that for quick? It's not really a ladle, but it will work.
I love it.
Now what I have done is I have pre-cooked this pasta for her.
And what kind of pasta is that, honey?
Man, I don't know, but I like it.
Little
It's
twirly
twisted,
pasta.
right, it's twisted around a little stick is how you make it. Probably not in the factory, but you know, that's how it looks like it's made. It's a little chewy, it's really nice.
There you go. And I think we had some Italian sausage as well,
We
right?
have some over here that I'm gonna throw in there with it, or do you want to serve it on the side?
Go ahead and throw it in there because that
Okay.
way it'll have the sauce.
Now, while this is all heating up, a little story for you. We go
course
visit
there
all
is.
of her family over in Italy, and they actually grow their own tomatoes.
Yes.
And they actually bottle their own tomato paste, cook it all down. And so when we ate spaghetti over there, which spaghetti is taken more seriously than anything
Yes.
you've ever seen in your life,
Awesome.
it was really just this bottled sauce, a little bit of water mixed in, and a ton of Parmesan or Reggiano
Yes.
Romano, depending on which region you're in, their local version of Parmesan.
Yep.
Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely to die for. Best thing I've ever eaten. Can you fit it on that small of a plate? Can you do that, or you want me to give you a
You
hand?
know what? I'm gonna let you do it.
All right, let's pull this over a little bit. There we go. Set it down. All right, or that way.
It's a big old tong.
Kathy, when we serve food at home, my wife actually serves everything on platters. It's really funny because I didn't grow up that way, but everything is served what's called family style.
Yes.
And so when you eat family style in an Italian restaurant, they really mean it. That's how you serve your family.
And you just take the plate and you pass it around.
And I don't care who you are, you're gonna wanna have this for dinner. Let's get a couple of these up top. Absolutely beautiful. Homemade sugo. That's my lovely wife's real recipe. Thank you guys. For these and more recipes, buyforlessok.com.